Good morning, you guys. It is Saturday, the 24th of February. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Hey, ho. Hey, ho. Happy Saturday. I know that was pitiful. It's pitiful. My coffee could be a little stronger than it is, but it ain't. 7:25 a.m. this morning. How are you guys doing? I'm up and getting ready to leave. The place where I'm going to get my muffler done, they open at 8. He told me it should take about 2 hours. So I'm going to sit there. Hopefully they have Wi-Fi. Definitely want to have bills and things. I just, I don't have that much. And I'm trying to stretch the hell out of it. And yesterday I went to get I don't remember if I even told y'all or not. I probably did on my phone. I went to get the sticker for my license plate, register my plate. And I was like so excited. Oh. And then I get up there and she's like, oh, you have to do the emissions test. I nearly melted. Emissions test. I didn't get anything about an emissions test. I only got the notice in the mail twice about registering, getting my plate done. Because the first time I got it, I totally forgot about it, right? I knew about it. I forgot about it. Nothing about an emissions test, right? When I tell y'all things, I tell you because from example. Okay, most of the time, experience. I've been through it or know someone who has. I've mentioned this before. When it comes down to my vehicle, y'all, I'm pretty much usually on top of things when it comes down to my vehicle registration, emissions test, all of that, because I have to be able to move around, right? And I need to do it without having to look over my shoulders, tickets, all of that. If you don't stay on it, it's hard, yes, when things are not the way you want it to be financially. So it's easy for someone else on the outside to look in and say, well, why did you just do it? Why don't you do that? If I could do it, it would be done. We wouldn't even be having this, well, why don't you do this conversation? You take what you have, and I'm pulling and stretching in each and every direction, and I'm not relying on anybody else because I can't always rely on anybody else. So I'm not even going to do it. Especially a lot of times when someone's going through something, everybody. So I try my best not to, Anyway. I didn't get anything about a freaking emissions test. So I'm like, my car's not going to pass the emissions test. It's just not. Let's just be real. It's not. First of all, the muffler. Even if I get the muffler done today, it's not going to pass the emission test. Because prior to the muffler, there was issues. I believe it's the fuel pump. Right? I believe it's the fuel pump. Because it don't start right away. All of a sudden, one day it rained really hard. And I think they left the window or something over. I remember getting in the car with just water everywhere. I was so pissed off. The sunroof. And I'm trying to start the car, it wouldn't start. So I thought maybe that had something to do with it. But it really wasn't. It's the fuel pump. But she starts, sometimes it take a while. But she starts. Also, there's a hole in the fuel line that my mechanic was able to patch it up, right? But aside from that, the ABS, all of those lights are on, and that's a cord, a part that he was supposed to get a long time ago, but I think he had forgotten about it. So I think I'm going to go to a pick and pull and see if they have it, because it should be in my glove compartment still. If my dumb self-cleaning had not made a mistake and thrown it out, or somebody else has. But I will check and see if it's there. But if it's not, they should know. But I am going to drive by the pick and pull and pick and pull, and see if they have that part, and that'll take care of that ABS and all of that. But I'm gonna check with him first and see. I know I need to get some brakes, but that won't have nothing to do with the emissions test. I think that'll be the fuel pump. Yeah. But you know, you need one too.
What?
Yeah, so yeah, I'm just gonna go. And when I was talking to Lavelle yesterday and Jeremiah this morning, he's like, Mommy, just do one thing at a time, one thing at a time. Don't stress yourself, just do one thing at a time. And you know, he's gonna help a little bit when he can, and that's good. But for right now, I'm going to go ahead and get that muffler. Get some groceries. That's it, really. That's it. Oh, and I have 2 bills that need to be paid. My cable bill and electric. I need to get those out the way, and then I need to sit down and work on this lease thing today. Hopefully they got everything fixed and get that done. Yeah, so I'm trusting God that today is going to be a productive day. It's going to be a satisfying day. I'm praying that everything I need to do gets done today, right? Jeremiah's car has to be done. He's going to around 12, I think, which I should be back in time, just in case we need to follow or whatever. But he's going to have his car towed to the shop and see what's up about them fixing that. Yeah. Sorry, guys. I have to stay focused. All right. My fat neck here. I don't feel like doing nothing, y'all, but it has to be done. Especially with this muffler, you can't really hear what else is going on with the car because all you hear is the muffler. I be thinking, oh, my engine knocking. Oh, this, oh, that. I'm hearing all these sounds, but 9 times out of 10, it's the muffler. Yesterday, I was sitting there and I was going, okay, is it the muffler? You know, because it's the way they, okay, so my mechanic tied it up. When it first fell off, these mechanics tied it up for where it fell off. The location where it fell off at, were close by. And even then, it didn't fall. It just was hanging all the way. I'm grateful that it didn't fall. Because then the car really would have been loud. But they were able to tie it back up, and then my mechanic tied it up even tighter. But it is rattling, and you know, and so I think that's a lot of what I'm hearing that's making me think knocking. But yesterday I did do the oil change. I did the $50 one. He was like, do you want the regular or the 50? I'm like, I didn't even know there was a, he said you want a $35 or the 50 one. I said, I didn't even know you had a 35. Every time I've gone, I've always had the $50 one. So he explained the difference. I continued with the $50 one. And so I'm scheduled to go back for another oil change in May. I was quite late for this one. So I'm not surprised it's here a few months later. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Last night, you guys, I ended up, my body was so freaking stiff and sore. I was like, oh my God. So my knees are even a little bit better. What I did was I got up last night. I ran me some hot water, hotter than I normally do it. It was hot. And because the middle of my back has been hurting so bad, like painful, and I know that has to do with my breathing. I'm pretty sure of that. Because all I was doing last night was just cough. Like right now, I'm fine. I don't know what it is about at night when I'm laying down. I just constantly coughing. I got up last night, ran that water as hotter than I ever had it, could take it. I took my chair in there, my computer and everything was charged, and I just laid back in that hot water as long as I could. Matter of fact, I laid back in that water so hot for so long that it was cold after a while. So then I had to add more hot to it. Unplug, drain, and then add more to it, because I was like, I need some hot water. And I just relaxed, and it felt like my muscles, just my knee, everything just was so much better. I was able to close my eyes to go to sleep, though of course up and on I was up off and on throughout the night, just all of that. So yeah. Yeah. Alright guys, it's 7:37. I'm gonna leave up out of here about 7. Y'all see that I was able to pick my knee up, my leg, no problem. I'm sitting here with my fat self with my legs bent, no problem. Y'all see that? I'm telling you, the soaking in that hot water really works. So, I really for a moment thought I may have arthritis or something, because all of this was swollen. So I'm not sure what was going on there. It's still not completely down, but it's tremendous difference. Like, I can just feel it. I can feel it. Like, it's just so much better. Like, oh my God. Y'all, let me show y'all this before I leave. First, let me go put my pillow in the room. I forgot. I forgot. Sorry guys, I easily get sidetracked. Let me show y'all what I did. So I got some spray paint sometime last week, and to spray paint my fireplace. Now, yes, I have to go over it. I didn't really, because it's hard. I'm inside, I have to let up all the windows and things like that. So obviously I have to go over and do it again. Because you just don't want that smell in the house. But here's the thing. The picture frame that I used in the front, I got it up there. I hot glued it up there. It's perfectly fine up there. However, I think I'm going to have to use black paint, because that spray paint go everywhere. I'm not going to be able to. I think I'm going to have to use black, because for some reason that spray paint is not working. The color of the frame that I had seems to be bleeding through. How is that possible? I don't know. No, I just don't know. But look, y'all see? This is supposed to be white. It's not. It's bleeding through. So it looks like a off-white or yellowish or something. I don't know. But that's horrible to me. So I have to get that together, and then I'll redo this down here, that black down there, because as you can see, there's spray paint on it. But that's so frustrating. Let me see if I can show y'all. So this is what I used, right? And you know, I put stuff down on the floor and everything, and this is like almost this whole can is gone because I've used so many coats on here. I was thinking, okay, maybe if I put another coat after it finishes drying or doing whatever it's going to do, that it'll stay white. But y'all see that already? Yeah, I know it's dripping, but it's dripping on the black, which I can fix that later. But y'all see that already? It's starting to try to come right back through. Like, why is that happening? Like, how many coats do I have to put on to try to get it? Or do I have to just go ahead and get paint at this point? I don't know. Oh yeah. See that color still trying to come through? Why? I mean, the more coats I put on after I let it dry and the more coats I put on it, that white is starting to look more whiter. But I don't understand. So I think maybe I just need to use regular paint. I don't know. On top of it, because this ain't. It's not doing it. I wonder if it's just the type of spray paint. Oh well. Well. She empty. She's not empty. So that's how much I've been trying to get that thing to turn white. But I was just mainly all the, where the brown was in between. I wanted to, get that white and closed out. But I think if I even just go to, not the dollar store, but Walmart and get that little white paint, that'll fix that. But now I don't even know if I want to leave it white. Now I'm like, should I just do it black? And that way the top, the base, and that part will be black. Or should I do white? I don't know. And then I hung some pictures up on the wall. They keep falling. These little sticky things I use, a little peel. They kept falling. I'm like, it's just so frustrating. I was so frustrated. So frustrated. But 7:47, so I'm going to get out of here like 7:50. Because they're literally pretty much down the street. They're really pretty much down the street. I did get the hooks so that I can hang up, so I can try to separate these, rooms. And then in my kitchen, I need to get all that straightened right, hang those curtains up right, because the one in the front is crooked. So I had to get the pole for this side so I can hang curtain. So, and I'm just going to be cheap about it for now, for in the kitchen, and just use from the dollar store, the shower curtains. There are multiple, you can use things for multiple uses. You don't always have to use it for, just like the DIYs. You take something and you change it and switch it up. And so I'm going to use 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's $4. You might as well say a total of $6 to get the curtains that I'm going to use in the kitchen. That's $6. If I do this walkway right here, it would be the same. These two walkways would be the same. And it's crazy because, well, it's not crazy, but I really need to order the ones in here because they need to be longer and they need to be a bit heavier, right? And then, when people buy that for their screens, to keep bugs from coming in, but you still get the air. I was thinking, instead of buying the screen, I have the shear, right? So with this shear, this could take the place of. So if I was to hang this going out my back door, if I was to hang this across the thing in the back, right, and get the magnets or whatever I'm going to use to clamp it to, this will let the air come in but keep the bugs out, right? So I'm definitely thinking about that in the future, but I don't know. Now that they're going up on the rent, now that they have gone up on the rent, my mind just like, But God is good. I'm obviously supposed to be here for a reason. For now. And I'm just going to go ahead and just continue to do what I'm supposed to do, guys. That's it. That's all. They talking about this weather, crazy, but it's still great because so far we have had and we are having an amazing winter. That's nothing but God, because it could be like worse, way worse. I'm debating again, like, okay, should I just put it off and do the muffler later? Let me get my butt up out of here before I end up changing my mind and trying to hold on to my little dimes, y'all. Let me, right now, 7:51. Let me get up, get a move on it right now. Put a little milk good, just a little bit. I'm out of my dang lotions and things, like, I kept saying when I get a few extra dollars, I'm going to order myself another washing machine. can't do that. But it's all good. It's all in due time. I'll be back to where I was and better in all due time. Let me just put my shoe on. Okay, my shoes. Once I get to the car, I take this right one off. Y'all, my fingers, my legs, everything so doggone rusty. So rusty. And I broke my nail. But you're not surprised. Ding, ding, ding. That's the family group chat. Ding. Alright, you guys. My jacket. Me joke. And let me give my sister 100 toward the 3 that I owe her. And every time I get paid, give her some money until it's paid off. She's been so sweet, so patient, so kind. Jeremiah! Oops, I'll talk to y'all later.